Mega mega love shout out everyone. Ano ba ako? Ate. Be, sabay ka lang kain sa akin. Best, hindi pa. Ben. Okay. Tama. Ligong-ligo na daw siya. Hindi naman. Niloko lang ako. Ayos gabi ah. Bakit pangit ka kaya kung sila nisip ko habang ko lang sa pangit ah. Ay, ganyan. Bakit ganyan? Ganito, kaya ano sa alamang, hindi yan totally hinog na hinog pa eh. Kain ka na ba? Balatan ko ng ganito. Bala ka maya. Mega mega love shout out everyone. Pasok lang po sa mga need ng ayuda. Magandang gabi po. May tulog na kasi ito. Na yung malakay.
By offering polluted bread upon the
Malachi.
Chapter 1. The Jews despised the Lord by offering polluted bread upon the altar, and by sacrificing animals with blemishes. The Lord's name will be great among the Gentiles.
The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains in his hair. Malachi.
Chapter 1. The Jews despised the Lord by offering polluted bread upon the altar.
Sa namunan tayo. Hello, Mega Love, shout out.
Zechariah.
Chapter 1. Zechariah calls upon Judah to repent. He is shown in vision that the cities of Judah and the temple will be rebuilt.
In the 8th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of the Lord unto Zechariah, the son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo, the prophet, saying, The Lord hath been sore displeased with your fathers. Therefore say thou unto them, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Turn ye unto me, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will turn unto you, saith the Lord of hosts. Be ye not as your fathers, unto whom the former prophets have cried, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Turn ye now from your evil ways, and from your evil doings. But they did not hear, nor hearken unto me, saith the Lord. Your fathers, where are they? And the prophets, do they live forever? But my words and my statutes, which I commanded my servants the prophets, did they not take hold of your fathers? And they returned and said, Like as the Lord of hosts thought to do unto us, according to our ways, and according to our doings, so hath he dealt with us. On the 24th day of the 11th month, which is the month Sibat, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of the Lord unto Zechariah, the son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo, the prophet, saying, I saw by night, behold, a man riding upon a red horse, and he stood among the myrtle trees that were in the bottom. And behind him were their red horses, speckled and white. Then said I, O my Lord, what are these? And the angel that talked with me said unto me, I will show thee what these be. And the man that stood among the myrtle trees answered and said, These are they whom the Lord hath sent to walk to and fro through the earth. And they answered the angel of the Lord that stood among the myrtle trees and said, We have walked to and fro through the earth, and behold, all the earth sitteth still and is at rest. Then the angel of the Lord answered and said, Lord of hosts, how long wilt thou not have mercy on Jerusalem and on the cities of Judah, against which thou hast had indignation these 70 years? And the Lord answered the angel that talked with me with good words and comfortable words. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem, and for Zion with a great jealousy, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. Therefore thus saith the Lord, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies. My house shall be built in it, saith the Lord of hosts, and a line shall be stretched forth upon Jerusalem. Cry yet, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, My cities through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and the Lord shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem. Then lifted I up mine eyes, and saw, and behold 4 horns. And I said unto the angel that talked with me, What be these? And he answered me, These are the horns which have scattered Judah, Israel, and Jerusalem. And the Lord showed me 4 carpenters. Then said I, What come these to do? And he spake, saying, These are the horns which have scattered Judah, so that no man did lift up his head. But these are come to fray them, to cast out the horns of the Gentiles, which lifted up their horn over the land of Judah, to scatter it.
Chapter 2. In the last days, Judah will gather to Jerusalem. The people will come from the land of the north. The Lord will dwell among them.
I lifted up mine eyes again, and looked, and behold, a man with a measuring line in his hand. Then said I, Whither goest thou? And he said unto me, To measure Jerusalem, to see what is the breadth thereof, and what is the length thereof. And behold, the angel that talked with me went forth, and another angel went out to meet him, and said unto him, Run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited as towns without walls, for the multitude of men and cattle therein. For I, saith the Lord, will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and will be the glory in the midst of her. Oh, come forth, and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord. For I have spread you abroad as the 4 winds of the heavens, saith the Lord. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, After the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye. For behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants. And ye shall know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me. Sing, and rejoice, O daughter of Zion. For lo, I come, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, saith the Lord. And many nations shall be joined to the Lord in that day, and shall be my people. And I will dwell in the midst of thee, and thou shalt know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me unto thee. And the Lord shall inherit Judah his portion in the Holy Land, and shall choose Jerusalem again. Be silent, O all flesh, before the Lord, for he is raised up out of his holy habitation.
Chapter 3. Zechariah speaks about the Messiah. The branch will come. At the second coming, iniquity will be removed in one day.
And he showed me Joshua the high priest, standing before the angel of the Lord, and Satan standing at his right hand to resist him. And the Lord said unto Satan, The Lord rebuke thee, O Satan, even the Lord that hath chosen Jerusalem rebuke thee. Is not this a brand plucked out of the fire? Now Joshua was clothed with filthy garments, and stood before the angel. And he answered and spake unto those that stood before him, saying, Take away the filthy garments from him. And unto him he said, Behold, I have caused thine iniquity to pass from thee, and I will clothe thee with change of raiment. And I said, Let them set a fair mitre upon his head. So they set a fair mitre upon his head, and clothed him with garments. And the angel of the Lord stood by. And the angel of the Lord protested unto Joshua, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, If thou wilt walk in my ways, and if thou wilt keep my charge, Then thou shalt also judge my house, and shalt also keep my courts. And I will give thee places to wander among these that stand by. Hear now, O Joshua the high priest, thou and thy fellows that sit before thee, for they are men who wander there. Behold, I will bring forth my servant the branch. For behold, the stone that I have laid before Joshua, upon one stone shall be 7 eyes. Behold, I will engrave the graving thereof, saith the Lord of hosts. And I will remove the iniquity of that land in 1 day. In that day, saith the Lord of hosts, shall ye call every man his neighbor under the vine and under the fig tree.
Chapter 4. Zerubbabel will lay the foundation of and finish the house of the Lord, the temple of Zerubbabel.
And the angel that talked with me came again, and waked me, as a man that is wakened out of his sleep, and said unto me, What seest thou? And I said, I have looked, and behold a candlestick all of gold, with a bowl upon the top of it, and his 7 lamps thereon, 7 pipes to the 7 lamps, which are upon the top thereof, and 2
Ako
olive
bumili
trees
ng
by it,
headband na to, be.
one upon the right side of the bowl, and the other upon the left side thereof. So I
Ay, kay
answered
ma'am
and
mo, no?
spake to the angel that talked with me, saying, What are these, my Lord? Then the angel that talked with me answered and said
Ang
unto me,
ganda.
Knowest thou not what these be? And I said, No, my Lord. Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of the Lord unto Zerubbabel, saying, Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Art thou a great mountain? Before Zerubbabel thou shalt become a plain. And he shall bring forth the headstone thereof with shoutings, crying, Grace, grace unto it. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, The hands of Zerubbabel have laid the foundation of this house. His hands shall also finish it. And thou shalt know that the Lord of hosts hath sent
Kain
me
ka na,
unto
be.
you.
Magbalat ka
For
na.
who hath despised the day of small things? For they shall rejoice, and shall see the plummet in the hand of Zerubbabel with those 7. They are the eyes of the Lord, which run to and fro through the whole earth. Then answered I, and said unto him, What are these 2 olive trees upon the right side of the candlestick, and upon the left side thereof? And I answered again, and said unto him, What be these 2 olive branches which through the 2 golden pipes empty the golden oil out of themselves? And he answered me and said, Knowest thou not what these be? And I said, No, my Lord. Then said he, These are the 2 anointed ones that stand by the Lord of the whole earth.
Chapter 5. An angel reveals truths to Zechariah by the use of symbolic representations.
Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it. And every one that sweareth shall be cut off, as on that side according to it. I will bring it forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Then the angel that talked with me went forth, and said unto me, Lift up now thine eyes, and see what is this that goeth forth. And I said, What is it? And he said, This is an ephah that goeth forth. He said moreover, This is their resemblance through all the earth. And behold, there was lifted up a talent of
Kain
lead,
ko.
and this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the ephah. And he said, This is wickedness. And he cast it into the midst of the ephah, and he cast the weight of lead upon the mouth thereof.
Manggalang hulang.
Then lifted I up mine eyes and looked, and behold, there came out two
Gaba lang
women,
ng bahay.
and the wind was in their wings, but they had wings like the wings of a stork. And they lifted up the ephah between the earth and the heaven. Then
Kain
said
ka?
I to the angel that talked with me, Whither do these bear the ephah? And he said unto me, To build it an house in the land of Shinar, and it shall be established, and set there upon her own base.
Chapter 6. Zechariah crowns Joshua the high priest in similitude of Christ, the branch who will come. Christ will be a priest upon his throne forever.
And I turned, and lifted up mine eyes, and looked, and behold, there came 4 chariots out from between 2 mountains, and the mountains were mountains of brass. In the first chariot were red horses, and in the second chariot black horses, and in the third chariot white horses, and in the fourth chariot grizzled and bay horses. Then I answered and said unto the angel that talked with me,
Bakit?
What are these, my Lord? And the angel answered and said unto me,
Tinututbrush ko yan, huwag mong ano
These
yan.
are the 4 spirits of the heavens, which go forth from standing before the Lord of all the
Saan?
earth. The black horses which are therein go forth into the north country, and the white go forth after them, and the grizzled go forth toward the south country. And the bay went forth, and sought to go that they might walk to and fro through the earth.
Yan yung akin dyan.
Get you hence, walk to and fro through the earth.
Sunod
So
na.
they walked to and fro through the earth.
Dapat kanina pala.
Then cried he upon me, and spake unto me, saying, Behold, these that go toward the north country have quieted my spirit in the north country. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Take of them of the captivity, even of Heldai, of Tobijah, and of Judea, which are come from Babylon. Come thou the same day, and go into the house of Josiah, son of Zephaniah. Then take silver and gold, and make crowns, and set them upon the head of Joshua, the son of Josedech, the high priest, and speak unto him, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, Behold, the man whose name is the branch, he shall grow up out of his place, and he shall build the temple of the Lord. Even he shall build the temple of the Lord, and he shall bear the glory, and shall sit and rule upon his throne. And he shall be a priest upon his throne, and the counsel of peace shall be between them both, and the crowns shall be to Helam, and to Tobijah, and to Judea, and to Hen the son of Zephaniah, for a memorial in the temple of the Lord. And they that are far off shall come and build in the temple of the Lord. And ye shall know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me unto you. And this shall come to pass, if ye will diligently obey the voice of the Lord your God.
Chapter 7. The Lord reproves hypocrisy in fasts. He calls upon the people to show mercy and compassion, and to live godly lives.
And it came to pass in the 4th year of King Darius, that the word of the Lord came unto Zechariah in the 4th day of the 9th month, even in Kislev, when they had sent unto the house of God Sherezer and Regamelech and their men to pray before the Lord, and to speak unto the priests which were in the house of the Lord of hosts, and to the prophets, saying, Should I weep in the 5th month, separating myself, as I have done these so many years? Then came the word of the Lord of hosts unto me, saying, Speak unto all the people of the land, and to the priests, saying, When ye fasted and mourned in the 5th and 7th month, even those 70 years, did ye at all fast unto me, even to me? And when ye did eat, and when ye did drink, did not ye eat for yourselves, and drink for yourselves? Should ye not hear the words which the Lord hath cried by the former prophets, when Jerusalem was inhabited and in prosperity, and the cities thereof round about her, when men inhabited the south and the plain? And the word of the Lord came unto Zechariah, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, Execute true judgment, and show mercy and compassions every man to his brother, and oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor. And let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart, but they refuse to hearken. and pulled away the shoulder, and stopped their ears, that they should not hear. Yea, they made their hearts as of adamant stone, lest they should hear the law, and the words which the Lord of hosts hath sent in his Spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. Therefore it is come to pass, that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts. But I scattered them with a whirlwind among all the nations whom they knew not. Thus the land was desolate after them, that no man passed through nor returned, for they laid the pleasant land desolate.
Chapter 8. In the last days, Jerusalem will be restored, Judah will be gathered, and the Lord will bless his people beyond anything in the past.
Again the word of the Lord of hosts came to me, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy, and I was jealous for her with great fury. Thus saith the Lord, I am returned unto Zion, and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. And Jerusalem shall be called a city of truth, and the mountain of the Lord of hosts, the holy mountain. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, There shall yet old men and old women dwell in the streets of Jerusalem, and every man with his staff in his hand for very age. And the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls, playing in the streets thereof. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, If it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of this people in these days, should it also be marvelous in mine eyes, saith the Lord of hosts. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Behold, I will save my people from the east country and from the west country, and I will bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God in truth and in righteousness. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Let your hands be strong, ye that hear in these days these words by the mouth of the prophets, which were in the day that the foundation of the house of the Lord of hosts was laid, that the temple might be built. For behold, these days there was no hire for man, nor any hire for beast, neither was there any peace to him that went out or came in because of the affliction. For I set all men every one against his neighbor. But now I will not be unto the residue of this people as in the former days, saith the Lord of hosts. For the seed shall be prosperous, the vine shall give her fruit, and the ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give their dew. And I will cause the remnant of this people to possess all these things. And it shall come to pass, that as ye were a curse among the heathen, O house of Judah and house of Israel, so will I save you, and ye shall be a blessing. Fear not, but let your hands be strong. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, As I thought to punish you when your fathers provoked me to wrath, saith the Lord of hosts, and I repented not, so again have I thought in these days to do well unto Jerusalem and to the house of Judah. Fear ye not. These are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates. And let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor, and love no false oath. For all these are things that I hate, saith the Lord. And the word of the Lord of hosts came unto me, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, The fast of the 4th month, and the fast of the 5th, and the fast of the 7th, and the fast of the 10th, shall be to the house of Judah joy and gladness, and cheerful feasts. Therefore love the truth and peace. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, It shall yet come to pass, that there shall come people, and the inhabitants of many cities, and the inhabitants of one city shall go to another, saying, Let us go speedily to pray before the Lord, and to seek the Lord of hosts. I will go also. Yea, many people and strong nations shall come to seek the Lord of hosts in Jerusalem, and to pray before the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, In those days it shall come to pass, that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, We will go with you, for we have heard that God is with you.
Chapter 9. Zechariah speaks as the Messiah. The Messiah will come, having salvation, lowly, and riding upon an ass. He will free the prisoners from the pit. Judah and Ephraim are instruments of the Lord.
The burden of the word of the Lord in the land of Hadrach, and Damascus shall be the rest thereof, when the eyes of man, as of all the tribes of Israel, shall be toward thee. And Hamath also shall border thereby, Tyrus and Zidon, though it be very wise. And Tyrus did build herself a stronghold, and heaped up silver as the dust, and fine gold as the mire of the streets. Behold, the Lord will cast her out, and he will smite her power in the sea, and she shall be devoured with fire. Ashkelon shall see it and fear. Gaza also shall see it and be very sorrowful. And Ekron, for her expectation, shall be ashamed. And the king shall perish from Gaza, and Ashkelon shall not be inhabited. And the bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. And I will take away his blood out of his mouth, and his abominations from between his teeth. But he that remaineth, even he, shall be for our God. And he shall be as a governor in Judah, and Ekron as a Jebusite. And I will encamp about mine house because of the army, because of him that passeth by, and because of him that returneth, and no oppressor shall pass through them any more. For now have I seen with mine eyes. Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, thy king cometh unto thee. He is just, and having salvation, lowly, and riding upon an ass, and upon a colt, the foal of an ass. And I will cut off the chariot from Ephraim, and the horse from Jerusalem, and the battle bow shall be cut off. And he shall speak peace unto the heathen, and his dominion shall be from sea even to sea, and from the river even to the ends of the earth. As for thee also, by the blood of thy covenant I have sent forth thy prisoners out of the pit wherein is
Bakit
no
ikaw lang
water.
magbalat?
Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope.
Hindi mo ako
Even
tinalisan.
today do I declare that I will render double unto thee.
Hindi,
And I
buksan
have
mo
bent
yung
Judah for
diretso,
thee,
pwede niya
filled the
matamas
bow
niya.
with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy
Kumain
sons,
ka na may
and made thee as the sword of a mighty man. And the Lord shall be seen over them, and his arrow shall go forth as the lightning. And the Lord God shall blow the trumpet, and shall go with whirlwinds of the south. And the Lord of hosts shall defend them, and they shall devour and subdue with sling stones. And they shall drink and make a noise as through wine.
Tamis ng
And they
mangga
shall
niya.
be filled like bowls, and as the corners of the altar. And the Lord their God shall save them in that day as the flock of his people. For they shall be as the stones of a crown, lifted up as an ensign upon his land. For how great is his goodness, and how great is his beauty. Corn shall make the young men cheerful, and new wine the maids.
Chapter 10. Judah and Joseph will be scattered among the people in far countries.
Saan ka
The
galing?
Lord will hiss for them,
Pagka
gather
hardware
them,
mo.
and redeem them.
Bukas na tulog
Ask
na
ye
ka.
of the Lord rain in the time of the latter rain. So the Lord shall make bright clouds, and give them showers of rain to everyone grass in the
Ano,
field.
ano yan? Bakit
For the idols have spoken
Sa
vanity,
hotdog.
and the diviners have seen a lie, and have told false
Titinda
dreams.
kita mo ng
They comfort in vain.
wala pa siyang french
Therefore
fries
they
eh.
went their way as a flock. They were troubled, because there was no shepherd. Mine anger was kindled against the shepherds, and I punished the goats. For the Lord of hosts hath visited his flock, the house of Judah, and hath made them as his goodly horse in the battle. Out of him came forth the corner, out of him the
Sarap
nail,
pala nun.
out of
Kaso,
him the battle bow, out of him every oppressor together. And they shall be as mighty men, which tread down their enemies the mire of the streets of the
request mo
battle.
yun eh.
they shall fight, because the Lord is with them, and the riders on horses shall be confounded. And I will strengthen the house of Judah, and I will save the house of Joseph, and I will bring them again to place them. For I have mercy upon them, and they shall be as though I had not cast them off. For I am the Lord their God, and will hear them. And they of Ephraim shall be like a mighty man, and their heart shall rejoice as through wine. Yea, their children shall
Tapos
see
yung
it and be
ketchup,
glad.
ano,
Their heart shall
parehas
rejoice
sa
in the
ano
Lord.
yung hotdog.
I will hiss for them and gather them, for I have redeemed them, and they shall increase as they have increased. And I will sow them among the people, and they shall remember me in far countries, and they shall live with their children and turn again. I will bring them again also out of the land of Egypt, and gather them out of Assyria. And I will bring them into the land of Gilead and Lebanon, and place shall not be found for them. And he shall pass through the sea with affliction, and shall smite the waves in the sea, and all the deeps of the river shall dry up. And the pride of Assyria shall be brought down, and the scepter of Egypt shall depart away. And I will strengthen them in the Lord, and they shall walk up and down in his name.
Balik ka daw. Balik ka pa.
Chapter 11.
Hindi kayo
Zechariah
makapasa.
speaks about the Messiah. The Messiah will be betrayed for 30 pieces of silver. They will be cast to the potter in the house of the Lord.
Open thy
Kami na
doors, O
nag-decide
Lebanon,
mga upahan.
that the fire may devour thy cedars. Howl, fir tree, for the cedar is fallen, because the mighty are spoiled. Howl, O ye oaks
Then
of
mo
Bashan,
kasama mo
for the
as
forest of
si
the
MP
vintage is
kasi
come
yan ang
down. There is a
gusto mo
voice of the
kasama
howl of
lagi.
the
Masaya
shepherds,
ka kay
for
MP.
their glory is spoiled. A voice of the roaring of
Pinagpalit
young
si
lions,
kay
for the
MP.
pride of Jordan is spoiled. Thus saith the Lord my God, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them, and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. For I will no more pity the inhabitants of the land, saith the Lord. But lo, I will deliver the men every one into his neighbor's hand, and into the hand of his king. And they shall smite the land, and
Wala
out
bang
of their
patungan
hand
dyan?
I will not deliver them.
Pusok na. Thanks, Lord. Puntok na ako. Bye-bye. Good night. Hindi, meron pa pala akong 11. Meron pa pala akong premiere sa 11 p.m.
And I will feed the flock of slaughter.
Maingay kasi
I took
sa
unto me two staves,
kabila.
the one I called Beauty, and the other I called Bands, and I fed the flock. 3 shepherds also I cut off in 1 month, and my soul loathed them, and their soul also abhorred me. Then said I,
Sayang
I
di ako
will not feed you.
naka-record. May
That
binili
that
na
dieth, let it die, and that that is to be cut off, let it be cut off. And let the rest eat every one the flesh of another. And I took my staff, even Beauty, and cut it asunder, that I might break my covenant which I had made with all the people. And it was broken in that day, and so the poor of the flock that waited upon me knew that it was the word of the Lord. And I said unto them, If ye think good, give me my price, and if not, forbear. So they weighed for my price 30 pieces of silver. And the Lord said unto me, Cast it unto the potter, a goodly price that I was priced out of them. And I took the 30 pieces of silver, and cast them to the potter in the house of the Lord. Then I cut asunder mine other staff, even bands, that I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel. And the Lord said unto me, Take unto thee yet the instruments of a foolish shepherd. For lo, I will raise up a shepherd in the land, which shall not visit those that be cut off, neither shall seek the young one, nor heal that is broken, nor feed that standeth still. But he shall eat the flesh of the fat, and tear their claws in pieces. Woe to the idle shepherd that leaveth the flock! The sword shall be upon his arm, and upon his right eye. His arm shall be clean dried up,
Legal
and his right eye
shoutout.
shall
Sino
be utterly
magpaayuda
darkened.
dyan? Pasok lang.
Chapter 12. In the final great war, all nations will be engaged at Jerusalem, but the Lord will defend his people.
Ayuda.
Then the Jews will look upon the Lord, whom they crucified, and there will be great mourning.
The burden of the word of the Lord for Israel, saith the Lord, which stretcheth forth the heavens, and layeth the foundation of the earth, and formeth the spirit of man within him. Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about, when they shall be
Salamat sa
in the siege both against Judah and against Jerusalem.
shoutout.
And in that day will I make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. All that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces, though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it. In that day, saith the Lord, I will smite every horse with astonishment, and his rider with madness. And I will open mine eyes upon the house of Judah, and will smite every horse of the people with blindness. And the governors of Judah shall say in their heart, The inhabitants of Jerusalem shall be my strength, and the Lord of hosts their God. In that day will I make the governors of Judah like an hearth of fire among the wood,
Pag may
and like a
extra
torch
pera,
of fire
kailangan ko
in a
nang
sheaf.
makapunan
And they shall devour all the people round
spirulina
about, on the right hand
din.
and on the left.
Bibili
And
pa ako
Jerusalem
ng
shall be inhabited again
saksakan
in her own place,
para
even
doon
in
4 na
Jerusalem.
litro.
The Lord also shall save the tents of Judah first,
Be
but the glory of the house of David
kamay mo
and the
beta
glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God, as the angel of the Lord before them. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. I will pour upon the house of David and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and of supplications, and they shall look upon me whom they have pierced,
Cellphone
and they shall mourn for him, as one
naglag,
mourneth for his only son,
nahupadan.
and shall be in bitterness for him, as one that is in bitterness for his firstborn. In that day shall there be a great mourning in
Yan,
Jerusalem,
sa
as the mourning
magpapayuda
of a
baga
hated
ang
river
bahay.
in the valley of Megiddon. And the land shall mourn, every family
Uy,
apart, the
bakit
family of
tuwali
the
ako
house of
gamit
David
na?
apart,
Oh.
and their wives
Asan ang blow?
apart, the family of the house of Nathan apart, and their wives
Di mo
apart,
type?
the family of the house of Levi apart, and
Hindi,
their wives
yan na
apart,
lang na kay
the family
kuya.
of Shimei apart, and their wives apart, all the
Yan
families that
talaga type ko
remain,
kasi
every
mabilis
family
makuha
apart,
yung
and their wives apart.
tubig.
Chapter 13.
Hello
The Jews
po,
will gain
mega love
forgiveness
shout
at the
out.
second coming.
Nantok ako,
They will ask
magpaayuda
the
po
Lord,
kayo.
What are these wounds in thine hands?
Tapos na po ako
The
kumain
remnant,
din.
tried and refined,
Ikinig mo na
will
ng
be
word
his
of
people.
God.
In that
Sunday
day
ngayon.
there shall be
Dapat
a fountain
mag-Bible
unto the
trivia
house of
ulit
David,
ano.
and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem,
Magpa-Bible trivia
for
ako
sin
kapag
and for
madami tayo.
uncleanness. And it shall come to pass in that
May
day,
laman pa
saith the
naman
Lord
ng
of hosts,
aking
that I will cut off the names of the idols out of the land,
Gcash.
and they shall no more be remembered.
25
Also I
pesos
will
sa
cause the prophets and the
winner.
unclean spirit to
Through
pass out of the
Gcash.
land.
Bible
And it shall
trivia.
come to
Ay, meron
pass
pa ako.
that when any shall yet prophesy,
Ay,
then
dapat
his father
maglista
and
ulit
his
ako
mother
ng
that
Bible
begat him shall say
trivia.
unto him, Thou shalt
Magpa-Bible
not live,
trivia ako.
for thou
So,
speakest lies in the name of the Lord. And his father and his mother that begat him shall thrust him through
antok
when he
na ako. Palang
prophesieth.
10 ay
And it shall
11
come to
p.m.
pass in
meron
that
pa
day
ako.
that the prophet shall be ashamed of every one of his vision when he hath prophesied. Neither shall they wear a rough garment to deceive, but he shall say, I am no prophet, I am an husbandman. For man taught me to keep cattle from my youth. And one
Si
shall say
Career
unto
po
him,
ang tingnan.
What are these wounds in thine hands? Then he shall answer, Those with which I was wounded in the house of my
Parang
friend.
kasi
But we
Career
go
eh,
somewhat against my shepherd,
madalas
and
discuss
against the man that is
ng
my fellow, saith the Lord of hosts. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered. And I will turn mine hand upon the little ones. And it shall come to pass, that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part with the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, It is my people, and they shall say, The Lord is my God.
Uy,
Chapter 14. At his second coming, the Lord will fight for Israel. His feet will stand upon the Mount of Olives. He will be king over all the earth. Plagues will destroy the wicked.
Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle. And the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished. And half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations, as when he fought in the day of battle. And his feet shall stand in that day upon the Mount of Olives, which is before Jerusalem on the east. And the Mount of Olives shall cleave the midst thereof toward the east and toward the west. And there shall be a very great valley. And half of the mountain shall remove toward the north, and half of it toward the south. And ye shall flee to the valley of the mountains, for the valley of the mountains shall reach unto Azal.
wala pa din ako
Ye shall
AdSense
flee,
kung
like as ye fled from before the earthquake
super
in the days
antok
of
na
Uzziah
ako
king of
kasi
Judah. And the Lord
11
my
meron
God
pa
shall
ako
come,
ng
and all the saints with thee.
Guardian
And
Official
it shall
Vlog.
come to pass in that day, that the light shall not be clear, nor
Meron
dark,
pa akong
but
11
it
na
shall
ano,
be one day which shall be known of the Lord, not day,
nagla-live na
nor
ako
night.
habang kumakain.
But it shall come to pass that
Yun
at
din
evening
yung time
time
na
it shall be
makapag
light. And
ayuda
it shall
ako
be in that
dahil
day that
may work
living
sa
water
labas.
shall go out from Jerusalem, half of
Tapos
them
pala
toward the former sea,
mag-TV.
and half of them toward the hinder sea. In summer and in winter shall it be.
Guardian Official Vlog.
And the Lord
Type
shall
ka
be king
Herba.
over all the earth.
Salamat po sa patansat kapatid, Guardians Official Vlog. At naway, dalasan niyo po pagpasok sa bahay ni Herbalistang Pinay .21. Malaking tulong po pagbisita niyo sa bahay niya. God bless you. Yun ang sabi ni
The
Night.
tower of Hananel unto the king's wine presses. And men
Si
shall
Nightbot
and there
ay
shall be no more
meron.
utter destruction.
Pag
But
YouTube channel si
Jerusalem shall be
Nightbot.
safely inhabited. And this shall be the
Nakasab
plague
pala
wherewith
ko
the
kay
Lord will
Nightbot.
smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Oo, nakasab din
Their
pala ako
flesh
kay
shall consume
Nightbot.
away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And it shall come to
1
pass
year,
in
pero
that
1
day
million
that a
ang
great
tanong.
tumult from the Lord shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall
Ba't
rise
ako
up against the hand
nakasab
of
ka
his
na?
neighbor. And Judah also shall fight at Jerusalem, and the wealth of all the heathen round about shall be gathered together,
Si Nightbot ba?
and silver and apparel in great abundance. And so shall be the plague of the horse, of the mule, of the camel,
Kayang
and of
creator
the
kay
ass,
Nightbot.
and of all the beasts that shall be in these tents, as this plague. And it shall come to pass that every one that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem
Control pa.
shall even go up from year to year to worship the King,
Description.
the
A
Lord of
chat
hosts,
book for
and to keep the
YouTube
feast of tabernacles. And it shall be that whoso will not come of all the families of the earth to Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts,
United
even upon them
States.
shall be no rain. And if the family of Egypt go not up, and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague,
Nag-views din
wherewith the
pala si
Lord will smite the
Nightbot.
heathen that
Mahalo
come
ko
not
na.
to keep the feast of tabernacles.
Ibalik mo na.
This shall be the
Isakpan
punishment of
mo.
Egypt, and the punishment of all nations that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. In that day shall there be upon the bells of the horses
Oh, bro,
holiness
guardian.
unto the Lord, and the pots
Sana
in the Lord's
bahay
house
mo,
shall be
sabihin
like
mo
the
herb.
bowls before
Type
the
mo
altar.
herba para
Yea,
ipin
every
kita.
pot in Jerusalem and in Judah shall be
Antok na nga
holiness
ako
unto the
kaya
Lord
lang
of hosts.
kumain ako
And all
mag-live
they
na.
that sacrifice shall
Sayang
come
yung
and
oras.
take of them, and seethe therein.
Maabot to,
And in
kainin
that
mo.
day
Ina,
there shall
hirap
be
na
no more the
mag-live
Canaanite
di
in the house
kumakain.
of the
Hindi
Lord of hosts.
kaburing na. Antok na ako.
Malachi
Antok na
Chapter
mata.
1.
Kailang
The
meron
Jews
pa akong
despise the Lord
11.
by offering polluted bread upon the
11
altar
pala na
and
kasi
by
hindi ko
sacrificing
email.
animals with blemishes. The Lord's
Bro,
name will be
guardian,
great
asa na
among the Gentiles.
The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I
Bro,
have loved you,
guardian.
said the Lord.
Bro,
Yet ye say,
guardian.
wherein hast thou loved us?
Matanggalin mo nga.
Was not Esau
Type mo
Jacob's
herba.
brother, said the Lord? And I
Tanggalin
loved
mo sa
Jacob,
stick.
and I hated Esau, and laid his
Ganunin mo kaya
mountains and
yung
his
dalawa.
heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Ako tsaka.
Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. And your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, the Lord will be magnified from the border of
Ang
Israel.
sarap to eh.
The son
Ayaw mo
honoreth his
to?
father, and the servant his master.
Ha?
If then I be a father, where is mine honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear? Saith the Lord of hosts unto you, O priests that despise my name. And ye say, wherein have we despised thy name? Ye offer polluted bread upon mine altar. And ye say, wherein have we polluted
Dapat
thee?
sali mo na dun sa
And that ye
ilalim
say,
yun kung hindi
the
mo
table of the
kakain.
Lord is contemptible.
Alin?
And if ye offer
Hindi
the
mo
blind
kain.
to sacrifice, is it not evil? And if ye offer the lame and sick,
Oh,
is it
bro,
not?
guardian, ayudahan kita
Offer
sa
it now unto thy governor.
ay
Will
watch
he be
mawar
pleased
mo.
with thee, or accept thy person,
Yunila
saith the Lord
Chutay,
of hosts?
hello.
And
Mega
now
mega
I
love
pray,
shout out
beseech
po.
God that he will be gracious unto us.
Ha?
This
Malakas
hath been
talaga
by your
dito sim.
means. Will
Uy,
ye regard your
oh,
person, saith
hindi
the
ako
Lord of
dito sim.
hosts?
May wifi ako.
Is
Nagdito
there
sim
even
ka ba?
among you that would shut
Oo
the
nga
doors
daw,
for night?
malakas yan.
Neither do ye kindle fire on
Teka
mine
lang,
altar for
bigyan
naught.
ko ng jacket
I
si
have no pleasure in you, saith the Lord of
Leonila.
hosts. Neither will I accept an
Ayun
offering
na
in
sis
your hand.
Leonila Jutay. Meron
From the
kayong
rising of
jacket.
the sun, even
Meron
unto
si
the
Bro
going down of the
Guardian.
same, my name shall be great among the
Leonila
Gentiles. And in every place
Jutay.
incense shall be
Jutay,
offered
gamay.
unto my name, and a pure offering.
Ang cute ng name Jutay Gamay. Hi sis, kumusta po?
But ye have
Ah,
profaned it,
paayuda
and that
kayo.
ye say, the table of
Ito
the
po
Lord
ba
is
yung
polluted, and the fruit
menu
thereof, even
sis?
his meat, is contemptible.
Ayan na si Bro Guardian.
Ye said also, behold, what a
Ay,
weariness is it, and ye have
Nyeri.
snuffed at it, saith the Lord
Uy,
of
huwag
hosts.
kumain mo
And ye
di
wrought that
ah.
which was torn, and the lame and the sick. Thus ye brought an offering. Should I accept this in
Malakas
your
na.
hand, saith the Lord?
Uy,
What
yung
cursed be
anak
the
ko dito
deceiver,
sim
which
din,
hath in his
yung
heart made
dito sim
an
ko,
vow,
kinuha
and
ng anak ko,
sacrificed
malakas
unto
nga
the Lord
naman.
a corrupt thing.
Yung
For I am a great king,
dito
saith the
sim,
Lord of hosts,
globe
and
din
my
pala
name
yun.
is dreadful among the heathen.
Hi sis Leonela, sige ano ma, dyan po si Bro Guardian mag-ayudan. Mainit dito. Sana ako harap sa
The
ano.
Jews have been before dealing treacherously with one another and with their wives.
Ako
And now,
nakitangan
O
ng
priests,
electric pan.
this commandment is for you. If you will not hear, and if you will not listen,
Jutay, gamatoy, gamatoy, jutay.
hosts,
Pa,
I will even send a
o
curse
bakit?
upon you, and I will curse your
Taga
blessings.
Mindanao ka ba
Yea,
sis
I
Leonela?
have cursed them already, because you do not
Jutay,
lay it to
jutay.
heart.
Ang cute ng apelido ay jutay, gamatoy.
And spread dung upon your faces, you
Jutay
bring
lang.
your solemn feasts.
O, sisi, baba po kayo ng bahay.
Ye shall know that I have set this commandment unto you.
Hali ako kaya no. Sisi, Sisi Leonela, baba po kayo ng bahay.
I gave them to him,
Oh, sa Cebu kayo.
who was afraid before my The law of truth is
Ayos
against me,
ay tamang-tama yung
and he was
apelyido
not
niya sa
found in his
Cebuano
midst.
ay no
He walked
Jutay.
with me in peace and equity, and did
Yeah,
turn
main,
many away
main
from
niyo po
iniquity.
yung ano.
For the priest's
Ano
lips
pong
should keep knowledge,
main channel
and they
niyo po
should
si
seek the law in
Leonila
his mouth.
Jutay.
For he is
Nga,
the messenger of the
nakadikitan
Lord
ko
of
na pala
hosts.
kayo.
But ye are
Kaso,
departed out of the way. Ye have
parang di
caused
ko
many
pa,
to stumble.
first time niyo pa po ata
Ye have corrupted the covenant
pumasok
of
sa
the
LS ko,
Lord of
no?
hosts. Therefore have I also made you contemptible and base before all the people, according as ye have not kept my ways, but have been partial in the law. Have we not all one Father?
Ayan, nakita ko yung komento niyo po
Treacherously
mga
every man against his
ilang
brother,
ano na ba
by
yun.
profaning the covenant of our fathers.
Tingnan ko nakalab-lab ko na ba kayo. Dito lang ako kay
In Israel and in Jerusalem.
Bro
For Judah hath
Guardian.
profaned the holiness of the Lord, which he loved, and hath
Yan,
married the
okay
daughter
na
of a
po ang
strange
aking
God. The Lord will cut off the man that doeth this, the master and the scholar, out of
sige,
the
sige,
tabernacles of
mag-ayudan
Jacob,
ako sa inyo
and
kasi
him that offereth
meron
offering
akong
in the Lord of
11
hosts.
p.m. na ano,
And this have ye done
premiere.
again, covering the altar of the Lord with tears, with weeping, and with
May
crying out,
11
insomuch
p.m.
that
pa
he
naman ako
regardeth not the
premiere. Ito nga,
offering
so
any
dapat di ako
more, but
nag
receiveth it with goodwill at your hand. Yet ye say,
asa Cebu.
because the Lord hath been
Naami
witness
diri
between me and
nagcamping.
the life
Asa
of my
man,
people, against whom thou hast dealt
asa mo
treacherously.
nagcamping sis
Yet
Leonila.
is she thy companion, and the wife of thy covenant? And did not he make one?
Dali, nag-play lang
Yet
ako
had he the
kay
residue of the Spirit. And
bro.
wherefore one? That he might seek a godly seed. Therefore take heed to your spirit, and
Okay,
let not deal
mag-ayuda na nga
treacherously
ako sa
against the
inyo.
wife of his youth. For the Lord,
Hello,
the
sis
God of
MG
Israel,
Fernando.
said that he hateth the putting away.
Mega love shout
For one
out sa iyo,
covereth all his
Sisi.
garments, saith
Kumusta?
the Lord of
Wala
hosts.
pa din ang aking
Therefore
AdSense
take heed to
fee.
your spirit, that ye
May
deal
bago
not
binumos.
treacherously. Ye have wearied the Lord with your words. Yet ye say, wherein have we wearied him? Ye say, every one
Ito na ang aming munting tahanan sa Naros, Canada. Uy, ang ganda naman ng lugar pinagkampingan niyo.
The Lord's messenger will prepare the
Si,
way for the second
si
coming.
Senjing ka lang
The
na
Lord will sit in
ngayon ka lang
judgment.
nakapasok sa aking
The people of Israel
LS ng aking
make
studio ay
tithes and offerings.
road to grade
They
8 na
keep a
si
book of remembrance.
Kate. Sige,
I will send my
wait lang.
messenger,
Ay,
and he
dito
shall
ako
prepare
kay
the way
ano,
before me.
bro
And the
guardian.
Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come to his temple,
Lulubat
even
na
the
kasi.
messenger of the covenant, whom ye delighted. Behold, he shall come, saith the Lord of hosts.
Sige, mag-ayuda na
But
ako.
if
Everyone now. There's the seat. My cheese still had chicken.
Shock ako doon. Uy, asan na? Ba't di nakita yung message? Ito lang ha, maliit tulog kasi mga bata. Yun lang, maunting lababo. Tapos, makita nga, unting ikot lang yan, ikot to. Yun. Ayun o, ganyan lang kalaki. Hindi nga, ikaw kita ko yan. Yun lang, 3,000 ang mahal. Yun lang, liit. Wala pa yung gamit na wish mahakot ko na. Talaga, wait lang. Play lang tayo kay ano, Pro Guardian kasi need niya ng tapos 1 month na kami dito last ay kahapon. Then bayad na akong upa 3K. Ngayon naman bayad ng tubig. Malaki-laki lang ang tubig, nasa 300 100 per head kasi submeter uwi ka na lang sa atin. Wala rin naman akong lupa doon. Pagka wish, pinapalago ko talaga tong YouTube ko dahil dito meron pang mabibiling mga lupang rights. Kuya ko ngayon nabili niya ng rights doon 100k o Bawing-bawi na niya kasi may paupahan siyang 3K monthly. Rights lang yun. Ilang taon na sila doon. Laki ng bahay niya. May second floor na doon sa Taytay rights lang din yun. Dito may mga binibenta pang rights. Mura lang ang benta ng rights. Wala namang half million yun. Kaya ngayon dun sa Pasig, sa amin nga sana yun 50,000 lang yun Magulo lang kasi tong mister ko na pasawat. Kung hindi makatagal sa isang lugar. Marites play lang ako kay Bro Guardian kasi kulang pa siya ng watch hour. Uwi ako doon, wala, ayaw naman mga bata, gusto dito. Kay uwi ako sa amin, wala naman kaming lupa din doon, may lupa sa Paso wala. Bibili din ng lupa doon pag nandun, o dito na lang may mga binibenta pa ditong 40 square meter o 100 square meter, pwede na yun. Mapatayuan lang ng kuryente namin. Wala pa nabutan kami ng reading 110 lang yung binayaran ko Ay, hinay ang signal sa Cebu. Kaya malayo man si Leonila Jota, yun yung main mo, no? 110 kuryente, submeter lahat. Nakasubmeter ang kuryente. Para din siyang row house kasi dito maliliit sa hilera namin. Apat siya. Studio type, row house ang ganda nga din, pero compound to. Sa tapat namin may 5 room, pero malalaki yung sa isang anak may-ari. Malaki yung yung lote. Meron pa ditong bakante na lote, magawan pa nila ng 2 room ata o 3. Pag maliit lang 3. Kasi mga nangupan dito lang solo, dito sa tabi namin solo lang, mag-isa lang siya lalaki. Doon sa kabila isa lang din, sa tapat din may isa, may 2. Ngayon sa isang metro, kasi pagbilangin madami-dami na, di malaki din naman. Okay lang, masipag ka na mag-ride. Edi bayar bago mag Heavenly Father, malapit na bayarin ng upa namin. Lang days na lang, 5 days nagalala na ako. Biglang may bumili ng spirulina, 2 bote, 1.7 yun, plus may nagpahilot ng 7 lahat, Sabado, Linggo, 7 lahat. Ayop na yun, kinabukasan na nakit naman ang ulo ko. Nag-flip ako kay Guardian. Tapos, nakabuo agad ako ng 3K. Bayad ko kagad upaw sa itong kahapon din. Sabi, may bill dumating na yung bill ng tubig. Wala nga, di pa kababayad ko lang di pa nga bayad yung upa, no, may bill na agad na tubig. Nagsunod. Pero yung kuryente kasi nasali kami sa cut-off. Mga 10 days pa lang gamit namin. 110 yung binayaran ko. Ngayon, kumita ako ng 800. O din, nasa 300 yung tubig. Then nag-abot agad ako. Sobrang problema. Tapos bili lang ako ulam, ano, inihaw, tsaka manggang hinog lang kinain ko, tsaka kanin. Naumay ako sa mga luto-luto na ano. Gusto ko yung mga laga-laga naman, laga. Ay, dito nakabili ko lagang baka. Sipag mo, na. Oo nga, basta sabi ko, Father, bigyan niyo po ako ng client kasi need ko pambayad ng ganito, ganyan. Tapos, nagbayad pa ako dun ng tubig kanila, traditional healer, 100. Magkano din nalabas ko, nasa 500. Kumita ko 800, 500 nilabas. Eh, ano yun eh, meron yun sa rab, sa herbal rab. Benta ko ano, massage kasi 550 stroke patient. Then pinainom ko ng spirulina. Sayang nga hindi ko na videohan. Then bumili ng herbal rub. Ayun. Pangalawang session ko sa kanya. Ayaw lang kasi magpa-record. Sayang, mamanmanan sana yun. Mamamanmanan sana yung improvement. Then sabi ko, kumusta po yung pakiramdam nyo? Kasi yung kamay niya talaga dito as in malamig na, as in patay na dito niya. So nung nahilot ko na ngayon, nung una yun, may good improvement na daw, lumalakas na siya. Then ngayon ay natakhatak ko, are-are nga siya, stretching talaga kasi as in yung alam niyo yung mga yung dito o yung dito natin yung litid to yung litid. Ano siya, parang umurong talaga. Kaya so yung kamay niya, diba, ganun na lang. Alam niyo yung mga nag-steady na yung mga na-stroke. Nag-steady na talaga siya. Pag ganun, sobrang tigas na talaga. Hanggang matunaw-tunaw yung ano. Ay, Bill's Kitchen. Daan lang saglit, sis busy. Hello bro, Bill's Kitchen. Ay, sige, mag-type ka na muna ng herba para mababa ni Nightboot yung ano mo, para maayudahan kita ngayon pala. O, nag-flip ako kay pero ikaw ang yamanin dyan, kay vlogger man ka. Ayun nga, sayang di ko na videohan yung mga ganung pagkakataon, yung pag yung ayok kasi magpa-video, kahit sana yung mag-video lang ako nung habang nagka-counting ng spirulina, pag abot ng rab, di ba? As in, tila kahit maiksi lang sana. Nung nang videohan ko naman yun yung ulang kuan niya. Bili, siguro sunod na lang kasi papaalaga na siya sa akin. Yes, thanks Lord, meron na naman ako. Ang sarap din kasi ng pakiramdam pag nag-alaga ka ng mga ganun lang, yung talagang kahit pa paano mabigyan mo ng life expansion, baga yung pampahaba ng buhay. Kasi alam mo naman, sabi ko naman, yung sakit kasi natin is bilong din yan sa pagsubok sa buhay natin, lalo yung masyado tayong di ba, yung lalong masyado tayong masipag, maarte sa katawan. Pag ganun, mahirap din pala talagang pagtanda, may mga sakit-sakit talaga na okay, dan na kay guardian official din na ako nagkomento ha, kasi pa ako nag-watch bro guardian, na dikit na kasi lahat no yung alagad ko. Binigyan na kita ng tawag nito ng bro Bill, type mo lang po herba bago kasi si sis Leonela Jutay hindi nagbabaan by si sis. Pero yan yung niya, go to channel ko lang. Ano pa lang, 82 pa lang sale yun nila Jutay. Bro Guardian, nag-ayuda ako ng watch hour mo sa 3 cellphone. Bah, nag-next na pala to. Sige, mamaya na ulit. Bro, bell type mo herba. Ayan. Bro, bili ka na, type mo herba para maayudahan po kita. Maayudahan kita ng 3. Sipag ka lang hos para madami ka review. Oo nga eh. Nakaka-upload naman ako every night. Tapos ng LS ko ng gabi. Then mamaya mag-edit pa ako. Then ang trabaho ko naman hapon, bukas magpino lang ako ng PC. Pero kung mayroon agad mag-text ng pagising ko may mag-message yan. Pagising ko, check sa text, check sa messenger kasi doon na dalawa lang yung pag-message namin sa messenger or sa text yan kanina. Nag-text madaling araw. Okay po, reply na agad. Kasi pag yung tulad niyan, sa akin naman na magpapaalaga. Ang iba, mula nung umpisa, ayaw na ng ibang therapist, ayaw na, parang sa akin na daw nagtiwala, ganun. Kay Leonela pala ako. Gayudam na ako kay Leonela. Uy, anong tulog na si Herba? Hala, mali. Herba. Herba lang. Bro Bill, herba lang. Bro Bill. Type mo herba. Gayahin mo si Guardian. Si Bro Guardian na nakapin. Okay, next magpin ako kay tulog na ata yung nagdadaldal ako dito. Loko to si Travis. Si Leonela hindi nag-camping kasi sila. Buto channel nyo lang siya. Sino next? Si MJ. Si MJ ang next. Si Leonela kasi hindi nagbaba ng bahay. MJ. Leonela, MJ, the next. MJ, play ako Ayan, naka-play na ako kay si Leonela. Hindi nagbaba ng bay si Leonela kasi. Buto channel ko lang siya. Sis Leonela, nasa na po kayo? Ito ba yung main channel niyo po? Kasi 83 din, 19 pa lang kanyang videos. Dapat yung camping niya is ay latter day since din si Sis Leonela Jutay. Latter day since din po ba kayo? Kasi meron siyang mga sa Brigham Young University. Bakit nandito kayo? Ata to si Sis latter day since. Okay. Watching Sis Leonela. Nasa campaign ng Canada si Sis Leonila. Sis Leonila Jutay, naglablab na po ako. Tulog kasi yung ko, kaya di ako makapag-ingay, nakapag-work kasi siya. Asan na yung bro, bell type mo lang herba, buhaton. Sis unsa man di ay buhaton. Saan? Sis Lionel, ito ba yung main account niyo po? Sis Leonela Juta, ito yung kuan niyo. Pus malaki na sahod mo. Hindi pa. Wala namang ganong nagpalipad. Sa palipad ba malaki? Sa palipad ba malaki? Kasi may nagpalipad sa akin 2.6 nga yun. Tapos revenue ko wala pang $50 eh. Eh, diba doon yung nakita sa Google AdSense? Ang liit naman. Ang liit pa ng kita ko. Siguro pag sumikat na. Magpasikat muna tayo. Di ko nga din alam paano magpasikat. Gusto ko nga ng maganda kasi may kabanding ako. Kasi kalog ako pag may kabanding. Oo, sis, LDS ako. Converted din po ako ng LDS sis dito sa may Makati. Naging primary, ang calling ko po nga primary teacher, kaya lang na inactive ako nitong dito sa Taguig kasi malayo yung church dito, magsakay pa ng ilan. Oo nga, maganda mag-collab sa iba para yung kalog. Pag ako lang mag-isa, wala, seryoso eh. Marami din akong kabuangan pag may mga kasama. Ayun, yung banding namin ni Tradis, ni Madis. Uy, Bill's Kitchen, sabihin mo herba, ayan o, gaya kay Rubel, bago ka lumabas, sabihin mo, type mo herba. Herba lang, herba. Rubel, type mo herba. Sige na nga, iyan na kita. Bye-bye. Yan, herba. Para, sige, magdikit ako sa'yo. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, ingat. Magdikit ako sa'yo ngayon. Bills.
Magbili ka ng bagong gunting.
Ha?
Gunting.
Gunting na malaki?
Yung malaki.
Sige.
Tapos bili ka na din ng salamin.
Order ka ng salamin sa sa Shopee, tapos di mo na type.
Matagal na to na. Last year pa to.
Sige, need to sister sige, ingat. Uy, doon na napunta sa iba eh. Doon ako nagkuhan kay Uy, 799 na si Kati. Teka lang. Nag-watch ako kay Sis Leonila Jutay. Yun, sister, yun po yung niya. Yung menu. Leonila Jutay. Sayang yung campaign niya dyan. Nag-campaign po kayo dyan sa Canada. Hi Sister Teresita OFW Vlog. Hello po, magandang gabi. Mahina lang aking boses kasi ayun. Si Sis Leonila Jutay ay aking ka-church sa LDS. Sabi ko na kasi may nakasave sa playlist mo yung nakita ko na yun dati. Hindi pa nga po ako na-release bilang primary teacher. Nagtuturo po ako ng 8 to 12 years old. sa, dito dyan sa may Makati, hindi ko pa po naparilis ang aking calling. Namiss ko na po mag-teacher ng mga bata. Nagtuturo ako mga bata kaso paano na to, naging vlogger na ako. Halos ano, quiz kay bye 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 bro Bill's Kitchen. Sige, bigyan kita mamayang bananas. Attendance lang ako para sunod-sunod ko kayo mayudan. Kay MJ na ako, kay Sis Leonela, naglablab na ako ng dalawan. Ano ba to? Main ko pala to eh. Mag-switch ako para mag-switch ako para maayudahan pa si Kati. May memory tong pangalan na Kati. Kati lang talaga yan siya, sis. Maganda na calling, sis. Oo nga po, nagtuturo ako ng 3 to 5 years old sa primary. Ay nako, ang tatalino nila sa English. Hindi ko hindi ko maarok ang mga English ng mga estudyante ko. Ang lupit mag-English mga estudyante ko, ang tatalino. Mga anak ng mga matatalino po kasi. Yun, may natutunan naman po sila sa akin bilang teacher, no. Ayan, kaya pag nandun ako sa, ang lalaki na po ng aking mga estudyante ngayon. Mga dalaga na yung aking mga yung anak ko po, estudyante ko din yan. Kaya lang, nakakamiss po magturo. Kasi nag-charge kasi itong isa. Naloka naman ako dito sa ano. Mega love shout out kapatid guardian, sabi ni Terry Ever Vlog. Si sister nag-hair baba. Sister Nela, ano po ang inyong calling sa church natin? Anong word po kayo? Diyan po kayo sa Canada nanirahan. Wish makapunta sa ano. Wow, nakadito sim na si bro ano. Nag-switch na ako. Ay wala, dikit na lahat kay Kati ko. Babat na din pala. Ilan yung nakasaksak na? Lubat na ang aking city. Wait lang. Oy, mag-11 na. May premiere nga ako eh. Di na ako maka-exit. Nakalimutan ko, dapat din ako nag-LS kasi meron pala akong premiere. Dikit na lahat kay Kati yung aking alagad. Sis Leonela, ano ako. Ay, nag-watch ako dun sa ano pala. Uy, scrambled egg with spinach. Uy, talaga. Sarap to. Spinach is alkaline food kasi. Alkaline food ang spinach po. Kaya the best. kainin. Daming alam sa ano. No? Okay, sis nila nag-ano ako. Sana ako napadpad. Napadpad man sa ibang LS itong ano, nag-play ako dun kay Lunila. Huy, nabuang na tong mga cellphone na to. Dikit na lahat sis MJ yung kay Kati. Okay, sis MJ, nag-play na ako. Hi, sister. Uy, 11. Teka lang, mayroon ako. Premiere ko pala, wait lang. Premiere ko na, kaso di kumain ng LS ko. Diyan pa kayo. Puntahan ko lang yung premiere ko. Ano ba yung premiere ko? Premiering. May premiere si Herbalistang Pinay. Premiere ko. Ba't wala? Ay.
Ay,
29 ngayon, diba? Premiere. Alam ko may premiere ako ngayon. Wala. Ba't wala? Ayan na, premiere ko nga. Tandem. Yung tandem natin to pala. Traditional Healer TV. Ayan na, premiere na. Yung tandem natin sa ano.
sukulay nga.
Yung dun sa Barangay Rizal, nagbintusa ka. Ako naman nagreseta ng spirulina. Sugod mga kapatid. Andun si JJ. Ayan, ano yan eh. Nagtandem kami ni Traditional Healer TV sa kuan. Ako nagreseta. Ano yung si Tradis taga Bintusa. Ako taga reseta. Reseta ko yung taga reseta. Nireseta ko spirulina. Nag-maintain na yung dalawa. Ano yun eh. May sister salamat po. Gumala yung alagad nyo sa ano. Ayan, dinala ko yan si Traditional Healer TV sa Makati, sa Barangay Rizal yan. Ay siya, lubat na ng aking sipi. Wait lang. Ayan, dito lang siya ma-charge sa full bar na ba yung kay kuya? basta lang tambay kung mag-ayuda na ako sa ano. Kay MJ tapos na ako watch MJ ako nag ayuda sa WH ni Sis Leonila, nasaan na po kayo? Si Bro Bill ay nag-herba si Bro Bill. Next kay MJ Fernando, si Bell's Kitchen. Ay, si ano pa pala. Herbal herb herba. Ayan kay Bill. Ano pala. Sana yung kay Bill. Ay, premiere pala. Uy, dito yung okay yan. Ano yan? Kay Bro Bill naman tayo. Okay, done na po kay MJ. Saglit lang yan kaya. Sa akin po may harang. Ay, may harang kay Guardian. Bakit? Ay. Switch lang ako. Nantok na ako. Maiksi lang naman na yung ko. Maiksi naman na yung premiere ko mga kapatid. Ay, okay ka lang. Switch na tayo ng ipin si Bro Bill. Si Bro Bill ay need ng bananas no. So ay kawawa naman si Bro Bill. Bro Bill, ayudahan kita. Teresita OFW vlog. Nilablab ka na ni Guardian Official Vlog. Harang. Huy, 3 minutes ang haba naman. Ang haba naman, wish lalago yung revenue. Ginawa ko nga po, pumupunta ako sa mga dating site. Then, mga nasa ibang bansa talaga, mga Amerika, USA, UK. Nag-i-invite ako. Tamsakan ko yung subscribe ko yung aking bananas. Ay aking YTC. Paano yun? Bakit di nakapin? Kay Bro Bill tayo. Bro Bill, maglablab ako ng Bro Bill. 3 lang ang lablab ko muna ha. Bro Bill. Ay, wala na pala si Bro Bill. Tumambay lang saglit mo. Sarap magpamassage. Tinititigan yung kamay ko humagod. Naantok ako. Bro Bill, watching sa iyong video. Saan naman kasi napadpad to. Sticky chicken, wow. Okay na yun, mag ano na ako kay Bro Bill. Bro Bill. Mag-ayuda na ako sa ilo ka. Wala na dyan si Bro Bill, ano. Ay Bro Bill, 3 bananas ang aking mailablab today. 3 lang muna. Para di malagas. Yan, habang Bro Bill, 3 banana ang nilablab ko. Kasi si Bro Bill, ano, na wala ang kanyang Bill's Kitchen, na wala ang kanyang video. I don't know why. Baka na-hack. Na-hack yan, mga ganyan. Always end the day with a positive thought. No matter where, tomorrow's a fresh opportunity to make it better. You know, like today. Ay, ang nagano ay ganda nung ano ko no. Sana yung motivation ko. Tomorrow brings a new day, a fresh beginning. Yun. Uy, naharang ulit si Guardian. Salamat sa iyong pangarang, Bro Guardian. Uy, naglabas pala si Bro Guardian kasi nag-watch kay Sistere. Okay, Bro Guardian, ayudahan kita. Bye muna ako kasi naantok na. Okay, good night, Bro Guardian's official vlog. Naayuda ko po sa iyo ngayon ay iyong watch hour. Ayan, ilang minuto din yun. Mag-ano na lang po ako mamaya extra pag ano. Naglulubat na kasi mga CP. Mababa naman ang na-play kanina. Kasi need pa ni Bro Guardian. Ang watch hour na Bro Guardian, need mo pa. Sige, more videos lang talaga, Bro Guardian, kasi then kailangan pa premiere mo din. Ako, okay sa akin, mahaba ang i-upload nyo kasi may cellphone ako magtambay. Yan yung cellphone ko tambay sa sa premiere. Mga need pa ng watch hour, maganda po, mabang videos ang upload. Gaya ko, may upload ako nun 2 hours. Salitan kami ng kaklase ko, massage. 2 hours yun. Diretso nga lang yun, diretso lang yun upload ko. Manya dito sa labas kasi may pa-party. Bembito ka na.
Ayoko na.
Matapos ko kayo lahat, ano ko na din. Si Sister pa yun.
Ma.
Alin?
Cancel.
May ano doon na, pandesal. Ha? Oh. Nubos mo na sila, kuya. Hey, ano ito? Bigas. Ay, bakit kanya naman kakalat ang salamin? Hindi ka marunong humawak eh.
Hindi. Kasalanan ko ba natatanggal-tanggal siya?
O akin na, ilak lang naman yan ng ganyan eh. Akin na iba. Kasalanan. Order na ng ganitong.
Eh, siya nga nag-wawatak.
Siya nagwawatak. Order ng salamin sa shop.
Matagal na nga yan. Walang matagal na.
Ay dapat ito pabutasan mo na lang kay Papa. Kay Papa mo kasi.
Kay Popo. Ay, magtagil.
Ay hanap tayo ng magbubutas nito.
Hindi, bili ka na lang din sugars.
Eh meron doon na sugar si
Asaan?
Bye, thanks much, Bro Guardian Official
Isa
Vlog.
kaibigan niya nga dati.
Ipli kita, bro. Ay, tapos na ako kay Bro Bill pala. Sana umayuda itong
Ay, siya. Open mo na. Open mo.
Ano ba yung ipapadikit ko sa'yo? May laman pa to? Wala na to laman.
Meron.
O, doon yung pin ito. Ay, look.
Ay, unawa nito.
Ay, dito lang eh, oh. Oh, ganda na. Madikit yung kamay. Oh, mag-ano lang ako.
Ano yun, kung mga dorgo.
Hala. May kumagdikit. Ikaw magdikit.
Automatic yun. Automatic yan, bro.
Ay, asaan na yun?
Hindi na nawakin yan.
Ayos ka naman eh. Ano, idikit na dito din.
Sasabihin man diyan na
Ha?
si Carlos na tubulan. Ang pipigura mo lang yung pinita na. Tapos yung ano,
Mamaya na lang, Pe, kasi nag-aayuda ako eh. Ano lang?
Wala na pala si ano.
Uwa ng kuha naman ito eh.
anong ginamit mo kaaway ulit? Anong ginamit mo?
I mean, di ba hindi na pinapalitadan sa loob? Pinapalitada ko yun kasi sabi nila
Nasa baba na yung cellphone ko kasi wala akong table. Ay, wala na. Nakaplay lang tatlo yung naglubat. Naglubat. Okay na lang dito. Ito ang dami pa.
Pag binaklas mo yung pintura na yun, ang grabe, alito.
Hindi ako pinalitan.
Tapos ang ginawa niya sa labas, ang ginawa niya sa labas, diba,
Hindi na nagpapagamit ng skin food sa labas.
yun nga sinadya sa akin, skin coat, tapos,
Ang nagpapa-skin food na dapat
Tingnan mo, ma. Tingnan mo, ma.
sa labas,
hindi ka
Ano
dapat
nangyari dyan?
Sa kuko. Kuko.
Wakwak ka eh.
Sa kukukukukuk.
Ang ano, hindi, ang isa, ang ginagawa ng sundalo.
Ah,
Kasi anak, pag kumuha nito, simple lang naman eh. Dandahanin mo lang eh.
Hindi mo ginagawa. Yung isa, pinalitan ko eh. Ginagawa ng cemetery una, yung isa pinalitan ko ng flexiban. Flexiban. Tawag ba?
ang flexible ko eh. Hindi mo pwede alam. Hindi mo pwede ano yung kung waterproofing lang yun.
Yun nga.
Ang flexible. Flexible yun. Flexible yun. Flexible yun. Parang ano yun eh. Puti. Kasi yung puti.
Pero pinalitan ko una flexiban. Pinalitan ko ng flexiban na directional. Para may kulay na puti sa kanya.
Pero tama naman talaga. Yung flexible na yun. Kailangan talaga haluan naman.
Oo,
Kailangan talaga
kaso lang
haluan.
nagkaroon muna siya ng skin coat, tapos flexiban.
Ay, hindi na yun. Mali yun. Mali yun. Kung flexible
Next
siya,
kay Bro Bill,
flexible, wag-
si Traditional Healer TV tayo.
Ay, yung skin ko na yun. Kasi yung skin na yung flexible na yun.
Hindi daw kakapit ang flexiban.
Mas maganda nga yung mas maganda yung gamitin yung flexible na yun na butas-butas yung kumbaga butas-butas yung pag applyan mo.
Ibig sabihin niloko ko. Niloko ko nun.
Automatic yun. Mas maganda yun yung flexible na yun. Mas maganda yun na butas-butas yung kakapitan ng applyan mo.
Hindi yung nagkataon ng nagtrabaho sa akin yun.
Ha? Eh, ito nga minsan nga pre, yung adhesive tayo adhesive. Di ba, kung nagtatayos ka.
Adhesive eh. Oo.
Yung tayo na adhesive na ibc.
Oo, ABC yun.
Ibc. Oo, nagtatayos ka. Di ba, kailangan. Itigil mo muna, bulat-bulatin mo muna, pag galing nagtatayos ka. Pero pag halimbawa,
Alam mo nung, pinakyan mo.
May harang to.
ilang square meter?
Ang nalaman ko, kaso,
OTW sa'yo, Sister Re. Kay Sister Re muna tayo.
yun lang ang information.
Wow, 88 na ano naman ni Sister Re.
Yun nga,
May gumala ako sa live kanina ni Sister Re. Okay na, kay Bro Bill tayo. Dan na Bro Bill. Next tayo kay Sister Re. Photo channel na lang po ako, Sister Re. Hindi pa pala kayo nakababa ng bahay. Ay, nantok na ako. Ayan, matutulog na din ako. Ayan, matatapos na ako. Kay Travis na lang last.
Pero yung ano, yung
Ayudahan na lahat. Si Sis Linila.
lahat na yun. Oo, lahat na.
Naantok na much. Okay, sawa na ako sa headband. Kasi malayo ako sa electric fan. Kaya pay lang ako.
Tanga lang din yung mga nakabawi.
Ilalagay pa ako na hindi na ako naghilamos, lalagay lang ako ng toner.
Tanga lang din yung ako, baka nakabawi ka rin.
Toner tapos contouring na lang. Kasi dumami na nagtatambay na yung tatlo, natulog na ata. Matapos na ako kay sister eh. Sister eh, ba't walang harang?
Nagbayad na nga ako.
Pa 2 hours lang ako mga kapatid. And gayudan ako kay sister eh, kay guardian. Dan ako kay guardian, kay Radis. Then lubat na kasi ang mga sipi.
Nagpa-ano kasi, nag-rock. Rock 1.7. At so, pinakong tao,
Pala isa, yung tao, yun na yung
Kaya pala nagalit si Kuya sa'yo.
wala. Pakala niya, 300 lang.
Sana ako na sa naura mo na 900, ako lang mag-isang nagkakasot.
300 pala isa.
Sister eh, then kay ano no, Bro Bill, naglablab ako ng dalawang. Eh na sister eh, nag-watch lang po ako dahil nakadikitan na yung mga alagad ko. Mega mega love shout out everyone. Kay Tradis mag-ano na lang ako.
Ano yan? Alas 3. Alas 10. Alas 10.
Tsaka alas 3.
Tapos, sumali.
Mabigyan pa tayo alas 8, mag-out niya alas 4.
Sa amin kasi, ipindigil sa amin. Sa amin, hindi sa amin. Kami yung hawak sa oras.
Kay Traditional Healer TV, tamsak lang ako ng yung ano na kasi ako ay natok na. Mga kapatid, mega mega love shout out po Traditional Healer TV, nandiyan ka pa si Sionela Jutay, bye bye na po, bukas na po ulit, mag end na ako kasi antok na ako. Bye bye, good night everyone. Hello, mega mega love shout out. Hello. Uy, tulog na kayo, wala, nagtambay na. End ko na. Bala kayo dyan, end na ako.